Hello, welcome. As always, I forgot to connect one cord. So, welcome to the stream of Romantic Developers, the late night talk. Today, it's a late night in every time zone, 2 a.m. Pacific time zone in daylight saving mode, and 3 p.m. 2 plus 3, 5 p.m. at Eastern time zone. It's early morning, but still, I believe it would be for many people as treated as night. Let's try to find our stream using the YouTube API, and because it was able to find it, we are starting our live chatbots and transcriber. It will write something to the chat, and let's verify that default output is speaker. Hello, streamer and viewers. Yo. So let's see how everything is working. It's our chatbot, it's our live transcriber. We received a message. And
hello, streamers and viewers. Yo.
Thank you. Message is for streamer response. Yes, it received. It says speech yo. Then it's a filter response for comment OK. If it skip, it will not respond. And it posts some message to the chat. Welcome to the stream. How it's going? Okay. And it's used my text, which is transcribed from my speech right now as an additional input context. Okay. Let's go to our news and let's try to use the chat history. Anything new today, March 13, 2025. Anything new recently and today? So let's ask that question for every chat. We could enable deep research. Let's try. Grok. Let's just make full screen. DeepSeek. Oh, DeepSeek is a new chat. Okay. Here we can ask Qwen 2.5 max. Okay, let's check. Thank you. Please start. And okay, start research. Okay, now it started. You see, before it says that it will start and update me, but it was not true. Unless it says start in research, it's actually not working. Okay, let's verify very quickly what we have. OpenAI unveils new creative writing AI model. Oh, really? OpenAI has introduced new AI model proficient in creative writings, practically in the metafiction genre. CEO Sam Altman shares a story generated by the model, showcasing its capabilities. Times March 12. Cool. Is it something available for us? How we can check? Let's just create new chat Do we have that model? Oh, not temporary. So 03, 01 Pro, 3 Mini High, 01 GPT 4.5, and that's it. And that's it. So it's not available on the web yet, but maybe it's, yeah. French publisher and author sue Meta over AI training. Okay, good luck with that. Google Gemini Robotic AI model integrates physical actions. Announced a new version of its AI model, Gemini Robotics, which integrates language, vision, and physical actions to enable robots to complete complex tasks. Demonstration videos showed robots performing tasks such as folding paper and handling objects based on spoken commands. This model can be adapted across different hardware and aims to be used by other researchers to develop their own robotic capabilities. Despite the advancements, there are concerns about the risks and safety of AI-powered tools, leading Google DeepMind to introduce a new benchmark called Asimov to help identify potential dangerous behavior. I think maybe Asimov. Let's see on Wired why they call it Asimov. So physical model, Google DeepMind, pam. Oh really? Dismiss. Can I dismiss that as well? Okay. Oh, they removed my article at all. Okay. Okay, maybe we will ask other questions about Asimov. Station F, France Hub to Tech and AI Development by billionaire Javier Neil has emerged as major tech and AI incubator, attracting top executives and investors since opening. 7,000 startups. It's really huge. European Commission plans AI gigafactories. 20 billions. Nice. Good luck with that. Especially after you spend trillions of dollars on defense and weaponry. Of course, you have more for AI. Meta in-house AI training chip. We already read about it. Historic 40 million gift established Bellini College at USF. Of course, how AI will affect wealth equality. Interesting. Can AI teach your empathy? Published today. Okay, financial brands. Deep research. Still evaluating. Grok. Below are updates. Okay, Google DeepMind unveils new robot control AI mode. Nice, we already read about that. Why don't they talk about Asimov? Crunch report. Anthropic CEO
According
warns.
to Wikipedia, Isaac Asimov was an American writer and professor of biochemistry at Boston University. During his lifetime, Asimov was considered one of the big.
Okay, now we know who is Asimov, and this time it wasn't you. It wasn't. It was my clock on my table. They ran Google, and probably it's decided to wake up on something like, okay, and Google, and then it start hearing what I'm talking, and it's decided that I really want to know who is Asimov, and yeah, it said to me, nice, nice. Of course, it makes sense. I couldn't show you on my screen, but it showed on my clock, like Google Cup or something, a very nice picture of Asimov and short article from Wikipedia, based on Wikipedia. A really cool thing. Anthropic CEO warns a high-stakes AI intellectual property risks. Stark warning about the vulnerability of proprietary AI models to state-sponsored espionage, emphasizing that AI secrets worth hundreds of millions in research and development costs could be contained in just a few lines of code. Speaking at security conference, this come aimed at increasing tension in the AI race, particularly between US and Chinese companies. Google open source Gemini 3 multimodal model. Summary. Google announced open sourcing of Gemma 3, described as Google's most capable multimodal language model that can run efficiently on single GPU or TPU. Unlike its predecessors, Gemma 3 integrates text, image, and video processing, aiming to democratize access to advanced AI capabilities for smaller organizations. If it's really true, it's exciting. Dexterity secures about 100 millions for physical AI in robotics. Robotics startup securing something. Okay. And what is about Qwen? And Qwen did slightly better than before. AI strategy with co-counsel. OpenAI reports tremendous demand for AI services. Generative AI to revolutionize customer service. Google expands AI-powered fashion tools. Virtually try makeup and test outfits. Really, AI chip stock search and demand. So source from 4 to 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 are from today. Okay. Yeah, March 13, some Globe Newswire and some article. Okay. And OpenAI Deep Research provided us some updates. OpenAI unveils new tools for building AI agents. It's a really cool tools. Response API, built-in tools, Agent SDK. We'll look at it very briefly or not so briefly yesterday. So it's really exciting, and I urge everyone who has knowledge and way to understand it to look into OpenAI documentation just to feel it. You need to feel it and try it. No other way to be excited. Develops its own LLM. Okay. They of course showing some raters, but it's not the news I believe. Gemini 3, new set of lightweight AI models based on Gemini 2 research. Gemma 3 is optimized for efficiency. The largest 27 billion parameter model runs on a single NVIDIA H100 GPU, whereas models of similar strengths typically require more, like 10x more compute. All models in the family with roughly 1 billion, 4 billion, 12 billion, 27 billion supports massive 128,000 token context window, enabling them to handle lengthy input outputs. Performance outperformed Google previous model. It also includes an integrated image safety filter and block harmful visual content. Google has made Gemma 3 freely downloadable for research use via Kaggle or Hugging Face, through with licensing restriction on commercial use. This release gives developers an open, highly scalable model that can run from cloud GPU down to smartphones, signaling Google's move to foster wider AI adoptions. Meta tests its first in-house AI training chip. Anthropic Cloud 3.5 Sonnet, hybrid reasoning and new coding tools. Really, it's not fresh news. Let's see. It's not fresh. It's February 24. Okay. Let's look at Sonnet. So last news from February 24. And let's look at documentation. Developers newsletter. July, really? Release notes. March 6. So we have March 6, but we don't have any news on March 6. So what is the bad thing with, as I said, with new OpenAI or API, it's that those API is not supported by anyone else. So they support something like client messages create, and it would be the same role and content as before, max tokens. It's very similar to completion from OpenAI. But you know, it's not allowing you to, not allowing you to do all that new beautiful things. Okay. I like their prompt library. It's a really cool thing. Prompt library, and they have like personal prompts, user submitted prompts, and I don't know, developer code clarifier, code consultant, system. Your task is analyze the provided Python code snippet and suggest improvement to optimize its performance, identify areas where the code can make more efficient, faster, less resource intensive. Provide of course. Okay. Okay. So let's close all of those, return here. Coding tools. Chinese Menace AI agents pose AGI rivalry. It's some article from OpenAI community. Next leap in creative AI. Announced OpenAI has developed new model specifically for creative writing. So that's it. It's about China. Manus AI has formed a strategic partnership with Alibaba Quant team to boost its new general AI agent. Training chip, Sam Altman announced. OpenAI has developed new models specifically designed for creative writings. Okay. And it's March. March 10. It's not like a news, it's like article. And it's on Reuters. Oh, I'm sorry. And it's from the same AI Pulse. Okay. So what we can do? Probably we can use O3 Mini, for example. Let's open our OpenAI. Maybe agents. Let's move it closer here. And let's look what we can do. Agents, building agents. So let's start new chat search. Hello, can you please analyze articles about new API from OpenAI to build agent and help me build simple agent capable to run in a notebook with detailed instructions which can do a research on the topic using web tool. Start. A link is. So in that case, we will compare ChatGPT O3 Mini, and let's probably compare Anthropic. Okay, and we'll go to profile, to workbench, workspace, new, and we will choose model, most intelligent model. Okay, temperature 1, syncing, yes, budget tokens. Max tokens 138. Okay. So system prompt, general prompt. Okay. And let's, oh, maybe they couldn't do search in the internet. So it couldn't do actual search here. So it used, you see, its older feature called assistant, which basically first iteration of agents. Yes, agent SDK, and they use threads to write a completion message. And yeah, it's very similar, but not exactly what we are looking at. So it used 300 number of output tokens, 3000, I'm sorry. And it's created complete code example how we can use it. But the thing is that it used only, yeah, it's knowledge, not the most recent knowledge. And what's here? Overview of new agent, tool integration, conversational, the official guide, building sample research, open, install, import. Let's try. Oh, not like that. Let's open code. We have in our Visual Studio, in that environment, we have some test notebook, I believe. It should call test APNB. Should we create another test notebook? Okay. So our API key, define agent and tools using web search tool for informational. Okay. Research agent. So as you see, it's not like doing actual, it's not doing actual work. It's not doing actual work. It's create a beautiful simulation for us. Let's use Grok for that. Let's just try. Let's of course enable sync. And let's enable that sync. And here probably we can just start new session. Do exactly the same with deep research. I don't need summary. I need a full code for my notebook, which can do what I have asked. No, not required to explain each step, just measure decisions. Let's see. Start research. Let's see what Grok is done. Below, analysis, key features, agent SDK, benefits, building a simple research, sign in, API keys. Okay, pip install OpenAI. Something we need to do anyway. Okay. Web search, it's something similar to what we need to specify in completion, but it's use completion, it's not use responses. Even it call it response, but it didn't do really cool job. But it's, you know, it's provided much better result than O3. Much better result. So let's go here. Let's use code OpenAI. Let's find something. So DeepSeek. I believe it's what we need to do the next. Python, of course. Okay, let's add another code, and it would be just read something config. Let's try. So we install an OpenAI. Okay, requirement already satisfied, but we probably need to install some new version of OpenAI. 1.59.5. Let's read configurations. Config. No, LLM config. API. What is our key? Let me look at config. Okay, it's called OpenAI key. Okay, we have some OpenAI key. Notes and tip conclusion. Let's see what we have here. It's still analyzing the sources, but it could do some pretty good work. Let's look at Agentic SDK. Probably with some, we need to install OpenAI agents anyway. We have here a way to set up our key, so let's do that until we can, and it would be something like that. Okay, now it's still working. Okay, now we need to install this thing, and probably we need to do like that. Pip install. And here, let's test simplest agent. Interestingly, that we don't see the all output like always, like here. Okay, now we see. Uninstalling OpenAI, installed Griff OpenAI 66.3. I see it found some dependency. Okay, let's see. Okay, result, and it says what? The event loop is already running. Runner, run sync, agent. Okay. Ooh, maybe it's connected with our notebooks. Anyway, let's look at our agents, running agents. You can run agents via runner class. You have three options: runner run sync, and run streamed. Main agent equals result. Agent name assistant. we have result like await, runner, run, agent, result, final result. Will it be better? Responses, runner. Then we don't have any options like runner, run, result. Let's use print runner, run. Let's look at runner, run. Run result. So run. The agent will run a loop until a final output is generated. The loop runs like so. One agent will invoke with given input. If the final output produce agent output type, the loop terminates. If there is a handoff, we run loop again with the new agent. Else we run tool calls. So, and let's look at maybe something like results. Input, new items, row responses to input. So it's API. Agent output. Tracing. Spans processor setup. So on trace start processor. Init. So let's return to the runner. Run input. So it's our default sync. Let's look again on the agents. Agent, context, output types, handoffs, dynamic instruction, guardian. And in quick start, agent, gal, everything, runner, run, result, final output, runner, run, result, final output. So it should wait, correct? Runner was never awaited. We need run sync probably, yes. And now it says event loop is already running. Let's look at our, okay, it's not what we need. Let's look on our research here. OpenAI web tool integrations, capabilities to OpenAI agents. Okay. Limitation, consideration, integration with web search, of course, tools. Research agent, OpenAI model. Let's go and set it up here. Okay. Answer query with web search. So in that case, we're not building an AI agent. We're building just a response object. Will it work? Who knows? Okay, what is the capital of friends? Has no attribute response. OpenAI and small. It's so complex thing. Let's look at the quick start. Response client, response create OpenAI. Let's look here. Client OpenAI. X. Client OpenAI. Client response create model. Model name. Input. Question tools web search. And model name. Chat GPT for all. GPT-4, okay. Let's try. Execute that, execute that. OpenAI has no object response. Really? Let's use its version once again. Okay, it's not our best version. Let's try to install OpenAI agents once again. OpenAI agents. Oh, I want to say that I need to run something like pip install OpenAI equals 3 and OpenAI agents equals 003. Does it sound good? Okay. And what is our version here? Still not good. Let's restart our kernel. Let's install once again. And let's restart. Requirement already satisfied. And OpenAI agent 1663. Requirements. I need something like maybe force reinstall. Let's see if it will work. Probably we need to change their places. Okay, it would be our code here. And it could be removed. It could be our code, it could be removed. Failed to remove content of temporary folder. Import OpenAI. We set and we call that function and we try to see version. And now OpenAI show proper version. OpenAI doesn't have what? Attribute response, client, response create, client response create. Okay, what we have here? Answer query with web search. Of course, question, answer, conclusion. So looking at responses starter app, we would be redirected here. Function calling git clone npm install run dev. Let's look on our packages. In that way, it would be packages JSON, and we look for dependencies. And we look on OpenAI. Oh, but it's packages for npm. Not good. Let's look another recent real-time agents. OpenAI. Go OpenAI agents Python. Let's look on OpenAI agents Python. Let's look on dependencies. And here let's look on Dismiss. Looking at readme. Okay, I don't like this mode. Oh, we click on some commit, basically. OpenAI agents. Python. Activate, install OpenAI agents. Hello world. Run sync final output. So basically it's what we should be able to execute on our machine, but we couldn't. Yes, because it says something. Again, maybe it's because we executing it not in So for example, if you create a new file here, test, oh, how to change the name? Normally when you click F2, okay, test test1 py. Okay, pip install OpenAI agents. Pip install OpenAI agents. Okay, let's execute command prompt. Pip install OpenAI agents. Once again, if it's already installed, okay. Now Python, and we just execute test1 py. The API client option must be set either by passing OpenAI key environments variable. Is compatible. Okay, let's look on Jupyter. Okay, looks like for notebook we need to use some like type ignore. I think it's just for highlighting, not for actual. Okay, so now we could have responses. Function within self calls to echo in silence, endless loop is sought. Okay, now client response create. Will it do now? No. Client completion. Maybe responses. Okay. The capital of France is Paris. What are the bright AI news from today? Let's ask that. Okay, some notable AI developments as of March. Chinese AI startup Jipu AI secures state fundings. Of course. So it's creates some interesting news. But let's open new file. And markdown. Notable AI news. Chinese startup Foldin. Dell advocates for federal AI adoptions. Andorra to host next AI summit, debate over AI creative capabilities. And we see some links as well. And if you open links, yeah, AI creative block, and it's actually a news and actually from 2 hours ago. Of course, so it's working. Now let's check. Don't save. Answer query with web search. It's our query with web search. Okay, but now we need to write an agent which can do that. So agents, basic configuration, handoff, guardians, basic configurations, configuring SDK. It's not something I want to see. Tracing, extensions, and that's it. And in quick start, we have some agent and try fewer agents, intra, pop install. So let's look at our examples. Agent patterns, research bot. Example research bot main. Use enter the research topic, come up with plan to search for web information, search agent, writer agent. So it's would be our main research agent run query, of course. And here we will have agents, and it would be planner agent. Prompt web search item, web search plan. Planner agent equals agent, planner agent, prompt, web search plan. Prompt. You a helpful search assistant given a query, come up with set of web searches to perform. Okay. Web search item. Your reasoning why this search is important to the query. Query. The search term to use for the web search. Reason query. Web search item. And list of web search item. A list of web search to perform best answer to query. Okay. We have search agent. You are research assistant. Give a search term. You search for the web. The term pam. Agent instructions, tools, model settings required. Okay. And also we have writer. a senior researcher tasked with writing a comprehensive report, and we are looking on report data, short summary, markdown report, follow-up questions, prompt report data, O3 mini. Okay, research bot is interesting thing, and it would be our manager, research manager. Console, printer, run, get trace ID, research trace, printer, update item, trace ID, view trace, update item starting, search plan searches query, perform searches, write report, final report, self, printer, update item, end. They mimicking steps. They don't know, but you see, they mimicking it here. Okay. Probably we can say I found some simple implementation of what I am looking for here. Please come up with better solution and single code which I can execute in notebook. My primary goal is to do the research about my code, but using some internet, of course. Oh. Install, setup. So it's again create responses assistant. So let's do deep research. Yes. Python. Okay, so it start some research. Of course, it should start with the link which we've provided. Of course, it's better to use O1 Pro model, but it still doesn't have internet access. So at least it's understand that it's, right now it's reading OpenAI. It doesn't say exactly which links. yeah, it's curious about not proper sync, but yeah, probably we need to specify. Yeah, we actually specified the exact link to research bot. Anyway, so right now we could ask question and it will return the responses in pretty cool format. Of course, we can, in our question, we could not pass it as is, but provide some instructions like format in which return, format in which to search, as well alongside with and some transformation to better output in notebook, notebook. Sorry guys. So, okay, I think I'll wait until it will finish its own research everywhere here. Probably it's not doing exactly what I need here. Yeah, next time I need to provide better task for that. But yeah, let's switch back to myself. So we've reviewed very quickly the news of today, and we tried to run the most recent OpenAI SDK library on our local machine, installing in our notebook and in our virtual environment. Most recent OpenAI version, it would be 1.66.3, and OpenAI agents. We were able to execute some simple agents in notebook. We need to write some ignore text to allow some loops in notebook execution, and also be able to use responses object with web search tool object. So we were able to do few queries starting from recent AI news to some query about capital of France. I think it shouldn't do actual search for that because it should be in the model. We will try to look into some research agent to build our own deep research for our own needs with that agents framework from OpenAI, and see how it could, I don't know, analyze like our code and maybe come up with some recommendations. Probably we start with simple approach, and then we write more comprehensive code, like to review each file in our project, suggest how to improve each file, and see if it still will be working together. If we change the file, analyze if it will be how complex it would change affect other files in our project, and so on and so on. Of course, we're not creating cloud code or something similar or cursor, but we will try to see how agents could be interesting for us to use, even because now it's so simple to write an own agent with all of those tools. So let's see how we can write our own agent based on the recent SDK from OpenAI. So I think that's it, and have a nice day. And I think choose love, choose wisdom, choose acceptance over everything else, and let's hope for the best in our hearts, and let's learn the lessons of our life. So guys, see you later, tomorrow, or whenever you are ready. Goodbye.